Hey everyone, welcome. Let's get moving. So coming down to your hands and knees, we'll do a little bit of cat-cow. Hands just ahead of your shoulders and slightly wider than your shoulders, knees slightly behind your hips and as wide as your hips. And just stretch your belly and chest forward, round up and back. And just do a few more of these. Stretch forward, warm up your spine, round up and back. Stretch your chest forward and round up, curling your head toward your body. Stretch your chest forward and round up. Push the floor away. One more. Stretch your chest forward. And then from here, just push back into downward facing dog. Push the floor away with your hands. And then walk your hands back to your feet. Come into Utkatasana. Okay? Wiggle and turn yourself around just to make it fun. And then push all the way up to stand, reach your arms up. And then bend your knees, bend your elbows, cactus style, and push all the way back up. Okay, bend your knees, bend your elbows, push all the way back up. Bend your knees, bend your elbows, push all the way back up. Bend your knees, bend your elbows, push all the way back up. One more like this, then we add bend your knees and elbows, push all the way up. Now bend your knees and your elbows. Step your right leg back, reach your arms forward, and then bend your right knee, bend your elbows so your knee taps down, and then lift your knee, reach your arms up, and step back, elbows bent, Utkatasana, cactus arms. Okay, left leg back, arms forward. Lower your left knee, bend your elbows, cactus style. Okay, lift your knee, arms up, and step back. Let's do one more of each of these. Step right leg back, arms forward. Right knee down, bend your elbows, lift your chest. Even send your hips further forward, so bigger stretch through your right thigh. And then lift your right knee, arms up. Push back, cactus arms, Utkatasana. Last one. Left leg back, arms forward. Left knee down, bend your elbows, lift your chest. And then lift your left knee, lift your arms. Bend your knees, bend your elbows, Utkatasana. Woo. Push all the way up to stand. Shake it out. And then come onto your belly. Okay, so all the way down to your belly, we're going to do cobra pose. Hands, so that your fingers line up sort of roughly with your nipples, right about chest height. Press through your hands, stretch your chest forward. Lift through your shoulders. Lift your chest, cobra. Yeah. And then lower all the way back down. Now before we do the second side, prop yourself up on your forearms. Bend your left knee. Reach for your left foot for a quad stretch. Now, if you find that your low back bums you out or doesn't feel good, here you can roll up a blanket, put it under your pelvis, and that'll help. And you can just pause the video and restart it once you have that. Release it, second side. Reach for your right foot with your right hand for quad stretch. If you don't have a blanket, you can push through your left forearm and just lift your pelvis slightly off the ground. Okay? And then release your right foot. Place your hands next to your chest. One more time for cobra pose. Press through your hands, stretch through the sides of your body. Push through your fingers and really draw your shoulder blades in to pull yourself up. Cobra pose. Extend through your legs, push through your legs. Good. And then lower all the way down to the ground. Now, roll over onto your back, okay, for wheel pose. Now, if you're not feeling wheel, you can always stay up and do camel pose instead. Okay, different back bend. Or you can stay on your back and do bridge pose instead. Camels can be a little bit more of a back bend, while bridge pose is going to be a bit more grounding. Okay, if you're doing one of those instead, do that now. Otherwise, place your hands so your fingers point toward your shoulders. Elbows point up toward the sky and your hands wider than your shoulders. Feet maybe a little bit wider than your hips. Okay, now lift your hips, push into your legs, come onto your head. Readjust your hands, maybe walk them in. Draw your shoulders back, shift into your legs more. Push up, wheel pose. Oh, and then lower all the way down. And we're going to do two more. Now, if you're done with just one wheel and you're happy with it, happy baby, totally awesome place to be. Okay, otherwise, hands right next to your head, in line, press through your fingers, shift forward as you lift your hips, come onto your head, Walk your hands in, draw your shoulders back, and then push up, using your legs, using your arms. Wheel pose. And then lower all the way down. And again, if you're good with 2, happy baby, good place to be. Okay, you can hang out there for as long as you want. You could even do a bridge pose after all this, or roll over and do camel if you're done with wheel. Okay, but last one, place your hands so that your fingers point towards your shoulders. Okay, elbows point up. As you press through your fingers, shift forward, come onto your head, walk in with your hands, maybe even lift up onto your tiptoes so your heels are away from the floor. That might give you more space in your low back as you push up, wheel. And then lower all the way down, and happy baby. Whew. Full breath in. Full breath out. If you want to release your feet and do a little windshield wiper action, you can do that too. And you can stay here as long as you want. However, I need to congratulate you because you just did your daily 5 or 6 for this one. But congratulations. I hope that you enjoyed this back bending practice, and I'll see you back in the mat again tomorrow. Until then, bye.